To the United stand, I just want to say first of all, come on, we needed that win. We did need that win, absolutely, 100%. So very, very happy to get it. Very, very happy to get over the line with it. And look, we were lucky. I'm not going to be. I'm not one of those fans, and I know a lot of you aren't. Watford deserved something from that game today. 100% they did. 100% they did. But we needed the 3 points today. How soul-destroying would it have been if Watford had nicked a point at the end or got a deserved point, I suppose, at any part of that game? Because this battle for top four is going to take lots of ups and downs. But to not get 3 points at home to Watford today, I think would have been crushing for us. So we won. We did park the bus, Kevin. We parked the bus. We played very, very poorly. There's a Pogba debate I want to get into. Apparently he didn't celebrate. I don't know whether that's true or not. We can talk about that and we'll do the player ratings and everything. But winning when you play badly is very, very important. And let's not move away from the fact that we were lucky today. We played badly today, but we won today. And fair play to Martial and Rashford. They get a lot of stick. Maybe they didn't have a great game today, but they both got goals that are very important. And both very young lads, both great talents, both sort of trying to get back from a bit of recent bad form, and both scored important goals. Luke Shaw, I'm going to call him Lube Shaw. If you are a member and you can use the lube, get it in the live comments now. Lube Shaw was absolutely fantastic for Manchester United today. Smash a like on the video if Luke Shaw was your man of the match, because actually the only other person who got near him was the pink boots emoji, Phil Jones. But Luke Shaw was absolutely brilliant. Had a massive part in Martial's goal. Made Rashford's goal. Defensively really strong. Never stopped going back and forward. No wonder he had some cramp at the end. He was absolutely fantastic, Luke Shaw, today. And Phil Jones wasn't far behind him. But apart from that, United really, really struggled. Why did we struggle? Let's try and find some reasons as to why we did struggle. Look, Watford, obviously, that was embarrassing, says Jake Wilders. We need 6 players at least. I'll go through some of your super chats in a moment, and some of your comments. But Watford don't have many international players. Watford will have been energised over the international break, and they came and they played with freedom, and they deserved something from the game. They were energetic. They were the better footballing team. Why was that? United seemed to be like a team of Lukaku's. We couldn't hold on to the ball. We were really, really poor. Herrera's been great for us. He wasn't great. Is his head turned by PSG? Is he no longer up for a fight? Is Pogba's head turned by Real Madrid? Is he no longer up for a fight? Matic, is he just shit? I don't know what the problem was with United today. We can get into that in a moment, but we couldn't keep hold of the ball. But there is no excuse. There's no excuse for Manchester United's performance today. Pogba and Herrera are the only players really who've been on international duty. Everybody else has been off. So there's no excuse to say, Watford were more, they've not really had much of an impact from the international break. Neither have we. Most of our team has been off as well. There's no excuse for that. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first game as Manchester United manager, and that could have been a disaster today. That could have been a Watford 2 or 3-0 win. It should have been a draw. We got away with a lucky win, which I'm happy about. And I move on from that to the Wolves game, because if we go and beat Wolves on Tuesday and we play well, we'll soon forget about tonight. So I don't want to post-mortem on it. I don't want to moan about it. I don't want to be negative about it. We got 3 points. That's what today was all about. 3 points for me. That's all it's about. But are there things that concern me? I wouldn't say I'm concerned. I'd say I'm more confused. I don't understand why we didn't turn up for the game today. I don't know what went wrong with Manchester United today. Slow, lethargic, carved open. Watford's goal was the best goal of the game. Brilliant goal, their goal. And they deserved it. They probably deserved a little bit more. They were more that Decore and Capoue I mentioned in the preview. They're very, very combative, energetic midfielders. They won the midfield battle. Watford won the midfield battle. I haven't checked the full-time stats, but with a few minutes to go, about 20 minutes to go, I think they'd had 16 shots to our 4, and we're the home team. It's not acceptable from Manchester United, but it's on the players. It's on the players today. Let's not beat about the bush. It's on the players. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the new manager of Manchester United. The fans in the ground are pumped and excited. The players didn't respond to that. Why? Why are the players not responding? The manager's first game in charge, you've got to deliver him 3 points. And on top of that, you should be delivering him some passion and enthusiasm. Didn't happen. We started the game badly. We started the second half badly. Both our goals were sort of against the run of play. Did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer get anything wrong? Look, Phil Jones and Chris Smalling played well. Lindelof and Bailly weren't available. You can't moan about that. Mata is only ever going to play for 70 minutes. He's lost the yard of pace, but when Mata went into the number 10 position, he played okay. He actually gave us some creativity. And if you can't play Juan Mata against Watford at home, when can you play him? So I didn't have a problem with that. I think the problem with United today was that they were just very, very unenthusiastic and very, very lazy and very, very lacking what we've seen in the first few months of Ole's reign. So he's got to get that back. I don't know how he does that. Are we now suffering the problems of what's going on because of the international break? We know Herrera might leave. He'd be a massive loss if his head's gone. He wasn't at the races today. Matic, I don't know what's wrong with Matic at the moment. And Pogba, look, we'll talk about Pogba in a moment. But I took a few notes. I thought that the reality is that the midfield battle was lost. Watford weren't clinical with the chances they had, and the thing that's worrying me the most about United at the moment, I've got to say, is that the home form is really confusing. This is something that was there with Mourinho, and it's continued with Ole. And I think we've had some fantastic performances under Ole. I mean, let's not flip flop. I don't know whether anyone wants to do the flip flop emoji, but let's not flip-flop on this. We most of us want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be manager. He had to be given the job because he'd done such a good job. We won so many games. We played some really good football. But recently, Wolves, we were terrible. Arsenal, we were okay. But at home, we're poor. Southampton, we were a little bit lucky in that game. They came and had a go, and we got a good win. Burnley, we dropped points. Liverpool, we had a lot of injuries. We weren't that great. We've not been very good at home, and we weren't very good at home today. There's a problem, and I hoped that today could be the day where we sort of eradicated that problem, now that we've got some a long-term vision at the club. We struggle at home. I don't know why it is. Answers on a postcard. Why are Manchester United struggling at home? But we do struggle at home. Teams are still coming to Old Trafford, playing us off the park, not scared of us, even though we are doing well and we're a good team. Teams are still coming to Old Trafford not worried, expressing themselves, identifying that they can win the midfield battle, identifying that if they move the ball quickly, you can get at this United team. And we saw it again from Watford today. We've got to sort out the home form. To me, the bottom line is clear, and this is why we spent so much of the international break talking about transfers. Welcome to SOLSKJAER, who is the newest member of the United Stand membership club. You can do that by clicking the join button underneath. But we need to sign players at Manchester United. We're shit down the right-hand side. I said this at half-time. Luke Shaw today was involved in both goals, and he defended really, really well. Shout out from Canada. There we go. He did really, really well. Ashley Young is a winger playing at fullback. When was the last time Ashley Young created anything? He doesn't create anything. He's a 34-year-old ex-winger playing at right-back, and he doesn't do anything. Defensively, the goal came from the right-hand side again, but it was a good goal, to be fair, for Watford. But he doesn't do anything going forward. Luke Shaw today, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Why are we not playing Delo there? But ultimately, down the right-hand side, we're crap. We started the game off as a 4-3-3 with Mata on the right-hand side, and Watford annihilated us in the first 10 minutes. How they didn't score, I don't know. We made the tactical change to go to the diamond midfield, and we put Mata centrally, and suddenly we started to play a lot better. But the right-hand side is still a massive issue at Manchester United. The midfield is now an issue at Manchester United. To lose the midfield battle against Watford makes you worry about midfield battles that we've got to come. Against Wolves, against Barcelona, against Chelsea, against Man City. We play like that against Barcelona, Chelsea, Man City, Everton. We'll lose. We'll lose. We will. So the midfield is now a problem at United, and we need to buy players for that. Up front, I'm not too concerned. I mean, people can say Martial and Rashford played badly today, but the reality is they were living off scraps. We didn't have many chances today. We weren't on the front foot. For those people who couldn't watch the game, we were really poor today. Defensively, we were quite good. The back four played well, De Gea played well, but the midfield lost the battle, and Watford had most of the chances. So we need to sort our home form out. But the bottom line is, I'm very, 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 very happy with the 3 points. That is what I wanted this morning. That is what I wanted in that game, and that is what I'm very happy about now, because, as I said at the start of the video, I'll put my hands up and I'll say Watford deserved something from that game. But at the end of the day, United had 2 good chances and they took them. Watford had lots of chances and they didn't. it's not luck, but Watford probably did deserve something from it. We were poor today. We should have been a lot better than that. Welcome, Alfie, new member of the club. Van Hal was right, says Lucan. I mean, can I just say that Lucan gets the flip-flop award for the show? Van Hal was right. What was he right about, Lucan? Let me guess. Van Hal said that Solskjaer parks the bus. Right, okay. Did United park the bus a bit today? Yes, they did. Have we parked the bus for 4 months? Sit down, you plonker. No. We're not a park the bus team under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Did we park the bus today? Yes, because we were playing shit. Oh, have we parked the bus for the last 4 months? No. We've played very, very fast, dynamic, exciting football. Today was another off day. Wolves. We had most of the ball against Wolves. We didn't park the bus against Wolves. We were shit against Wolves, but we didn't park the bus. We had a lot of the ball. We didn't do enough with it. We didn't park the bus. Wolves parked the bus and hit us on the break. So let's not flip-flop and start being plonkers about Ollie. I mean, the last thing I want to see is, we've made a bad mistake. That was the players today. Ollie's Gunnar Solskjaer himself will be sat there tonight having a glass of wine and maybe a Chinese takeaway thinking, what went wrong there? I've got problems with this squad. Why did they not perform today? But in fairness, can anyone remember the anniversary of the Munich tragedy when we played in the blue kit with the traditional black kit, the red kit, with the white trim, and Man City played in the old kit and we lost, and people couldn't understand it because it's like, well, you can't lose on the anniversary of the tragedy when we're wearing the kits, and we did, and I just wonder today whether there's a mix of things in that United squad. Maybe the occasion of Ollie getting the job, the foot's gone off the pedal a little bit with the players. Maybe some players are not in the right frame of mind because their future's up for grabs. But what I would say about that, look, let me talk about Pogba very, very quickly. And T. Ballard says, if Pogba wanted to get 200 million, would you get it? Well, let's talk about Pogba for a moment, because then we're going to do the match player ratings. Nick P says he's very worried about Pogba and Herrera. They are supposed to be our two most influential players and their futures are in doubt. Very good point from Nick P. So Zidane has come out and said that maybe Pogba's going to go to Real Madrid at some point and he likes him. What a surprise. Shut up, Zidane. I find it really disrespectful when people do that during a season. But there we go. If Pogba wants to go to Real Madrid, go to Real Madrid. I like Paul Pogba. I've always backed Paul Pogba. I really like him. I think he's a fantastic player. But if he wants to go to Real Madrid, go to Real Madrid. I ain't bothered. Just go. Like, seriously. Come out and say you want to go and go. But I don't think he is going to go to Real Madrid. I think people are going over the top here. I don't think United will sell him. But even if he does want to go to Real Madrid, that's no excuse for a poor performance today. I think people are misinterpreting Pogba's today. Look, Pogba has been very inconsistent at Manchester United. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's been very consistent. He's played very, very well for 3 months. He was poor against Wolves. That was the first really bad game he's had under Solskjaer. Today he was poor again. You need to look at why that is. I don't think it's because of Real Madrid. It makes no sense. Like, imagine if he has agreed to go Real Madrid in the summer and the club have said, yeah, we'll sell you. They're going to give you 200 million. We'll sell you. You want to go, that's fine. He's still got 2 massive months for Manchester United. He's got no reason to, down tools. There's no reason for it. He's got massive games for United to get in the Champions League. He's got Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. Whether he's going to Real Madrid or not, there's no reason for him not to be pumped and up for United games. I just think he had a bad game. I don't think it's anything to do with Real Madrid. I really don't. And in Ander Herrera's case, I think that's a little bit different because he might be pissed off. He's out of contract. The club might be saying, we're not going to pay you that much money. He knows PSG are going to give him some money. So his head might be in a different place. But I don't think it's the same for Pogba. I think Pogba, maybe he will go to Real Madrid and maybe he will force a move. But for now, he's a United player. He can't go to Real Madrid now. So for now, there's no reason for him not to be excited and up for the games. He's a professional footballer. I just think he had a bad game today. Herrera, I think that's more of a concern because Herrera is always heart on the sleeve, plays really, really well. And today and against Wolves, he wasn't that great. I don't know. Hopefully we'll see a better Herrera on Tuesday, but he was subbed off quite early today and he was subbed off against Wolves. So I don't know what the problem is with Herrera. Maybe he's pissed off with the club. I don't know. Maybe he's got a right to be pissed off with the club. But, I mean, Matic is the bigger concern, surely. Matic isn't going anywhere. Matic isn't out of contract. Real Madrid don't want Matic. We're stuck with Matic and a really poor performance. Got absolutely dominated by Watford. Matic is becoming more of a concern for me. But what can we do till the summer? Some people say let's play Scott McTominay. I still think Matic is surely better than McTominay, who wasn't even on the bench today. So we won the game. We won the game. That's what I say. And as I said, Paul, let's do the player ratings. Let's do the player ratings because life's too short not to. So I'm moving something around here. Bang, bang. Yellow pen. There we go. Okay, player ratings. David De Gea, I think a fair 7 for him. Made a few good saves. I don't think there was any particular world-class save to knock him above a 7, but 6 is average, 7 for him. Ashley Young, some people might say that's generous. I thought he was average today. He needs to be doing far more going forward. Chris Smalling, a nice, good 7 for Smalling again. Steady Eddie. Chris Smalling, yeah, he did well today. I'll give him a 7. Phil Jones, I'll give him an 8. I think he was very, very good for Manchester United today. Not surprised. Not surprised. I said before the game, there is a cycle with Phil Jones. The cycle of Phil Jones, you can set your watch by it. Comes back from injury, plays 4 or 5 really, really good games, makes a big mistake, gets injured. He's been doing it for 6 years. This is what will happen. He'll play well for the next few games. He'll make a big mistake, then he'll get injured. That's what happens with Phil Jones. But today he was very good. Smash a like on the video if Luke Shaw's your man of the match. I can't give him a 10, but I can give him a 9. Where are all the haters? Where's Rants and Bants? I don't think he's even at the game today. Because how convenient. Where's number 23 on his back and doesn't go to the game where Luke Shaw was amazing? It's almost like he knew. But I seriously though, I love Rants, but Luke Shaw, I don't get the hate. I think I can't get the words out, but I know he's a brilliant left back, and he may not be consistently doing it yet, but I know he is. He was Player of the Month in August and September. He had a little dip in December, but since January, he's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Another assist today. He should have had 2 assists before today because of shit finishing from Lukaku and Rashford. He's doing brilliant. And defensively, he's so strong and he's so physical. And he very rarely makes a mistake. He slipped over against Wolves, of course, and the haters were on him. But I thought he was absolutely fantastic today, Luke Shaw. So smash a like if he was your man of the match. I've got to be honest, I'm going to give Matic a 4. I mean, you're an experienced centre defensive midfielder and you got absolutely bossed today, mate. You're really poor from Matic. Herrera, I'll give him a slightly better 5. It wasn't great, but it wasn't good. I'm going to give Pogba a 6. I know people will want to give him lower than that. I thought Pogba was okay today. I mean, he was okay. I nearly give him a 5. I'm going to give him an okay 6. Mata, I'm actually going to give Mata a generous 7. I mean, Juan Mata needs to leave. I think that Mata needs to leave, doesn't he? He's no longer a player of this level. He's lost a yard of pace. But you know what? Put him at number 10, which we've not really ever done in his whole time here. Give him a bit of space, and he's a good player. I just wouldn't give him another contract. I just don't see what the future is of Mata at United. But he did okay today, so I'll give him a good 7. Again, I'll give Martial a 7. I think in fact, I'll give the front 3 a 7 because we scored 2 goals with very little service from the midfield. Rashford's goal was a nice finish, and he never stopped trying. Certainly better than Wolves. Martial, again, still looking a little bit rusty, but scored that crucial goal. There was bad bits about Martial and Rashford today, but they got the 2 goals that we need. And they were playing off scraps. We didn't have a lot of attacks today. So, yeah, Toby Sefer says Ollie at the wheel. I mean, an overall performance for Ollie, I'd give him a 7. I thought that tactically he didn't get a lot wrong. I think the players let him down today, but he still got over the line. So, very, very pleased, but Luke Shaw was definitely my man of the match. If he was yours, hit a like on the video. Rashford's overrated, says Dre Mack. Well, he scored a goal again. It was a good finish as well. Pogba was a 3, says United Forever. Pogba a 4, says Druv. Fred needs to start against Wolves, says Debugai. I was surprised Fred didn't come on. I thought Andres Pereira did okay. Lingard gave us a bit of energy. I didn't agree with Rojo coming on for Martial. 15 minutes to go, and we parked the bus. But we got over the line in the end, and that's all that matters. Luke Shaw was a beast, says Marva Longmore. Martial got an 8. Probably a little bit generous, being Ricky says 8 for Rashford as well. At the end of the day, they got the goals. Tyrone Williams is laughing that Luke Shaw got a 9. The haters are going to hate. I don't get the problem with Luke Shaw. I don't get why people dislike Luke Shaw. But I suppose agendas are agendas, and you're not going to change your agenda, are you, I suppose? But I thought Luke Shaw was absolutely fantastic for Manchester United today. Really, really good. We got fan cams coming in already, so I've got to just end this stream very, very soon, but not quite, because we've got some super chats to read. But that's a massive, massive result for Manchester United today. Just what I would say is when you sat there tonight having your beer or your sparkling water or your takeaway or your steak and chips, whatever you're going to have, I probably won't watch Match of the Day tonight. I probably won't watch it because I'll be like, well, I might watch a film instead. But it was a very good 3 points for United. And look, as I said, winning when you're playing badly, Sir Alex Ferguson was a master at it. And we played badly today, and Watford deserved something, but we won. Chloe Jenkins, Pogba had no protection. Herrera and Matic were poor today. Good point. The United needs Sancho like an addict needs his fix, says Velvet Craw. T. Ballard, Agbar Noor, shout out from Canada. Matic is too slow, says Agbar Norman. T. Ballard, clinical, grit finishing was the difference. Good point. And Andrew Rossi, can we at least be realistic? We have said all year this squad wasn't United quality, and once in a while they will play their part. Take the 3 points and be very happy. What a great comment that is. MBB3 says in Pogba's mind he's already at Real Madrid. Jack Wilders, that was embarrassing. We need 6 players at least. And if Pogba, yep, okay, that's all very, very, very good. We won a game of football today. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that because we needed to win. We needed the 3 points. And you know what? Bottom line, Arsenal and everybody else are going to be moaning that we won, but we did win. And that's what matters. Smash a like on the video, everybody. Even if it's just for Luke Shaw. Lube Shaw. Jawad Ahmed says Shaw gets hate because he ain't got Ronaldo abs. It's nonsense. There we go. Remember, you can become a member of the United Stands now. The join button is at the bottom. You can get access to exclusive emojis and you get a little name with a shield to say that you're a member. You can do that through the join button below. Thanks everyone for watching. Fan cams are going to come in. I can see they're in the back of the YouTube. They're ready to go up, so I've got to get on and do that. So subscribe, get your notifications on. Midfield was poor today. The win is all that matters. Ollie's at the wheels, says Daniel Dwar. Thanks everyone for watching. Speak to you all soon, and fan cams are going to be coming up in the next couple of minutes.